Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned into the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money Right. Money Right.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend and tell a friend. So first of all, I got to apologize, right? Because today's Thursday. And in my intro, I'm saying every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. To 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all didn't see me Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, so I gotta apologize because I wasn't able to, have the conversation and let people know that I wasn't gonna be here. And the truth is, anytime like I have like traveling going on and things of that nature, it's tough. It's tough to do the show. It's not because I'm traveling, because I travel with my phone, with my laptop. So I can still run the show. The problem is it's the times conflict, right? And so I was on the road since Saturday, I want to say, right? Yeah, I was on the road since Saturday, and literally Saturday I was in Tampa for Saturday. So salute to my wife and my son. They actually wrote, my wife, has written 9 books. So she's had a book, but they wrote a book together called Ash Loves Cash. My son's name is Ash as well. Called Ash Loves Cash because he was all around the house asking, how can he make more money, right? How can he make how can he make more money? And so, he was so they wrote a book, right? They wrote a book together, and then when they wrote the book, we were in Tampa, so they went to Tampa to do like a book fair or whatever to sell the book, which my son is a natural. Like my son is a natural sales guy. I don't know where he gets it from, but so Saturday, I was in Tampa. So me and my daughter flew down to Tampa to meet them because they went there the day before, and so me and my daughter went down to Tampa the day before. On Saturday, went there, supported, what my wife and my son were doing. I had a speaking engagement in Atlanta, right? Salute to my brother, Julian Gordon, Generational Wealth Con, right? And so I had a speaking engagement. I actually did a live Inside the Vault interview on Love and Money. And so did that in Atlanta. So we had my daughter was hanging out with me the whole time. So we had to go from Tampa to Atlanta, right? So that's Sunday. So the speaking engagement was Sunday. And then we had a mastermind on Monday and Tuesday in Tampa again. And so Monday morning, right? So you got to think about this. Our sleep is already off. So my daughter didn't even go to school yesterday, right? Because our sleep was already off. Think about this. On Sunday, right? On Saturday, we on the flight early. We on the flight early, and we get on the flight to get to Tampa. Then on Sunday, because we got to be back in Atlanta for the speaking engagement, we get up like 4 a.m, right? We get up like 4 a.m, get to the airport. For whatever reasons, I don't even want to tell y'all the whole thing about how we were stuck in Tampa because there was frost on the it was so cold in Tampa, and there was frost on the wings, and so we were stuck in Tampa to about 11. Literally, but I've been up since 4. Literally had to run home, shower, get dressed. Car service came to pick me up. Got back in the car on Sunday. took, went to go to the speaking engagement. Had to drink. I don't drink coffee or nothing like that, but I had to drink green tea to keep me awake because I was so tired. And so, did my thing at the Generational Wealth Con. I finished that. Bust this. I finished that. And I was so tired, but I couldn't go to sleep because I had a webinar that I had to do on Sunday at 8 p.m. Right, I do webinars teaching people about how to create a six-figure book, and I had a webinar at 8 p.m. So did that, tired as hell. Did that, and then went to sleep. Right, went to sleep, but still had to wake up at 4 a.m. again because I had to go to Tampa. So me and my daughter go back to Tampa mad early. Get to Tampa. We have the mastermind going. So we're in the mastermind Monday. We're in the mastermind Tuesday. Tuesday night, we get back to Atlanta. And then once we're in Atlanta, body is just shut down. So I didn't even have the energy to wake up to be able to, I had to recoup. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even have the energy to wake up to be able to do the show on Wednesday. And so that's the whole, the whole story. You know what I'm saying? And so my apologies for not being here. One of the things I realized as to why I just show up every day is because I know from talking to people one-on-one to understanding what's going on currently in this world. There's a need, right? There's a need to stay focused. There's a need to be reminded because you are greatness. So I don't, nothing I'm telling you on these shows in the morning is anything that's like, it's not something that's new. A lot of this stuff that I say, I'm not making it up. Like I didn't come up with it. This is not my original thought. These are thoughts that were downloaded to me from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I woke up and I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, these were thoughts that were downloaded by God, and I'm just a vessel, right? Like I give the example of the Amazon. I just deliver Amazon. When people order, I don't take the credit for it, right? All praises due to the Most High God. I don't take the credit for it. When somebody orders a package, you know what I'm saying, from Amazon, the driver can't take credit. Like the driver can't be like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got your package. Nah, you just a vessel, right? You're just a vessel. You're just somebody who was chosen to deliver the package. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get all high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you have purpose. So I'm not saying that you don't have purpose. And you do get a great paycheck for your obedience, right? You do get paid very, very well. Like I get paid very, very well for my obedience. I ain't even gonna sit here a lot of you. You know what I'm saying? This is the best delivery job I've ever had in my life. I ain't gonna lie. And so anybody, and I don't like talking about money, so because I don't want to make it seem like it's all about money. Because but I don't downplay, right? I do not downplay the role that money plays in being able to bless others, right? I don't downplay that. Because like I said, like last year, I made a lot of money last year, but I also helped a lot of people, right? I circulated a lot of money back into the community, which I would not be able to do had I not made a lot of money. So I have no. If you meet me in person, I'm just like this. I ain't different. I'll act better. Like I know we all cut from the same cloth. You get what I'm saying? We all cut from the same cloth. So I never let my position dictate. You know what I'm saying? I never let my position dictate how I treat people. And that's a fact. I've been like this my whole life, though, right? I treat the janitor with the same respect I treat the CEO. You get where I'm going? And so I also do not. Everything is of God. You get what I'm saying? Everything is from God, and because everything is from God, money, lack of money, not lack of money. Lack of money is not from God. I'm sorry. Because lack of money just means there's a lesson you need to learn, because like God said he came to give you life more abundantly. You know what I'm saying? So abundance is my birthright. And so anything that I need, I already have. You know what I'm saying? And so if money is part of that equation, like lack is not from God. Let me just say that. I that's the one thing. So I misspoke, right? Lack is not from God. You know what I'm saying?
Everything that I need, I already have. Everything that I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I will receive, because my reality is created by me. I am successful. I am peaceful. I am
everything I need.
Wise. I am potential energy, and like a phoenix, I should rise. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am power. I am talent. I am mind. I am body. I am spirit. I am balance. I am enlightened. I am fearless. I am outside the realm of time. I am a part of the all, and I am one with the divine. Energy, energy, energy. All around on the outside of the enemy. There is no hate in my heart. I even have love for my enemies. Energy, energy, energy.
You are now tuned into Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind.
Energy, energy, energy.
Your life.
Stop being a perfectionist.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one.
You gotta believe, y'all.
Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. The fear of failure, what if things don't work out? And the fear of success, what if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You study them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time with them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never, ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm telling you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you. That everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. It's necessary that you align yourself with people that attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream of finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams of a people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. Invest in you.
God is your potential
Accept
always.
yourself as you see yourself beyond your fears, and you don't accept
Beyond
yourself
your fears.
as a victim. You begin to see that you are more important than any fear that you have. Most people do.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate.
Yeah, I want to talk about this
Our deepest
fear
fear is
word.
that we are powerful beyond measure.
I
you
must
know
see
I'm
my mind's eye, see myself, confronting my fears, handling my fears. I'm more than able.
When you change the way you look at things,
Rosa, what up?
the things you look
Things
at
you look at
change.
will change.
I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone says what if. Because what if never went to the arena. You go after it. You give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man.
It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left. That's when it's your time. When you find a way out of no way, when you find breath that you don't have, when you find energy that did not exist, when you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
It's necessary to work on myself, become creative. It's me. I gotta make it happen. It's not over until I win.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to the next level. I want to counsel. You know, I want to be an engineer. I want to be a doctor. Listen to me. You can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm telling you.
Invest in your mind.
I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. So you get to a place where people don't like you, don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to grow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about your dream, if you still talk about your goal, but you have not done anything, just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude, the cause we possess? Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off. Reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
It's not over until you win.
No, you're talking and tuned in.
It's not over until you win. So let me break that down for y'all real quick.
MindRightRadio.com. Talking and tuned in. Elevation for another level. MindRightRadio.com.
Let me break that down for y'all real quick. It's not over until you win, right? And so I want to read my caption for today. It says, love is the most powerful emotion that can be felt in life. It's a feeling that can bring us closer to others and to ourselves. It's the emotion that can make us feel safe and secure, loved and accepted. No matter what life throws at us, we should always choose love. When we choose love, we find comfort in the knowledge that we are not alone. We become more connected to each other and the world around us. Love is a choice. It's a decision to be kind and compassionate, to have patience and understanding, to forgive and accept. It's a decision to put yourself and others first. It's about showing up for yourself and for others no matter what. Let's choose love every single day. Let's spread love, joy, and kindness. Let's celebrate life and all its beauty. Let's make the world a better place, right? And what I want to say about that is, that's the message, or that's my theme, right? That's my theme for this year and beyond, But in God's will, this year I only want it to be about love. I'm not interested in anything that isn't about love, right? And the reason why I say that is because a lot of us don't realize that there really is only two emotions. There's not different emotions, right? Every emotion that exists is a derivative, right? Derives from, is a part of love or fear, right? So think about this. If somebody is angry, right? If somebody is angry, right? Somebody's angry. Anger is a form of fear, right? Anger is a form of fear. Why? Because if somebody's angry at something, right? If somebody's angry at something, they are angry at that thing. They're angry, right? They have this emotion of, like I hate or whatever. Number one, they're angry at it because they may not understand, right? They may not understand why somebody would do something like that, or they have an expectation, right? And then when that expectation isn't met, they show anger of that expectation not being met. And so now that anger is based on what, though? What is that expectation from? The expectation isn't something that makes them feel good. It's not something that makes them feel good. It's something that makes them feel bad. Why does it make them feel bad? Because that thing that makes them feel bad is connected to something that they're afraid of, right? Whether they realize it or not. So I'll give you a quick example, like racism, right? Racism is a form of fear, period, right? Where if somebody's angry at another person because of their race or whatever the case may be, well, they're angry at that person or that race or whatever because they think they're superior or whatever. But if they were truly superior, right? Catch this. If they were truly superior, there wouldn't be a need to put nobody in their place, right? Because power is natural. Like power doesn't, you don't have to enforce power. It just is. And so because they see somebody who they think, right, they think is inferior to them, it looks like they're rising. They get angry because they are afraid of losing their position, right? Hate. When you hate on somebody, right? When you hate on somebody, it's because you're afraid, right? There's fear in hate, right? I've never seen nobody that's on top hate, right? Like I've never seen a hater who was on top. Never. I'm talking about never. Everybody that I've known, that I've met, that is on top, like they winning, right? I never seen a winning hater, right? Every winner that I know, that I've been around, that I've experienced, are all loving people, right? Because they winning. And so they're like, yo, I'm winning. In fact, most winners want other people to win because it feels so good to win, right? It feels so good to win that they want other winners around them. But guess what? When does a winner become a hater? When they feel threatened. When does a winner become a hater? When they feel threatened. When they got to a position, right? They got themselves to this position, and they see somebody, right? They see somebody that they believe could take their position. So now they start hating, right? Now they start to sabotage. But that's based on fear. That's based on fear that they won't be the only one. That's based on fear that they'll lose their position. That's based on fear. So it's only love or fear, right? It's only love or fear, right? Like there is no other emotion. When somebody's sad, right? When you think about when somebody's sad, why is somebody sad? Right? They had an expectation, right? They had an expectation that something was going to go in this particular way. And so now they have this emotion of sadness, right? They have this emotion of sadness because it's based on fear, right? It's based on, something that they expected that didn't come true or didn't live up to what their expectations was. And so now they are sad. Why? Because they're sad about a future, right? They're sad. Oh, what does this mean about me, right? How is this going to affect me in the future, right? They're fearful about a time that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even happen right now, right? If somebody loves somebody and you break up with that person, it's a level of sadness. But that sadness, is the sadness really about loving that person? No, that sadness is about not having that person in your life and what that means to your life now and in the future. And so there's a fear, right? There's a fear that this person not being in your life is going to alter the way your life is. And you don't know how it's going to alter your life. And so now there's a sadness But sadness is based on fear, right? You know, happiness, being happy is a love emotion, right? Being happy is a love. Anxiety is fear. Shame is fear. Disgust is fear, right? Embarrassment is fear. Disappointment is fear. Confusion is fear. Annoyance. Why are you annoyed? It's fear. Envy is fear. Boredom is fear. Depression is fear. Loneliness is fear. Guilt is fear, right? Jealousy, irritation, all of these things are fear. And so I need you to stay in love, right? I need you to stay in the space of love, right? I need you to stay in the space of love, right? And I mean, honestly, what's the best love? The best love is self-love, right? The best love is self-love. Because when you get to that space, when you love yourself first, right? When you get to that space where you love yourself first, you are able, right? You are able to love others, right? In Islam, there's a saying that says, and I believe it's in the Bible as well, right? Is love your brother and sister, right? You want you want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself. And so that's why we got to stay in love, right? Because if you don't love yourself, you can't give what you don't got. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot give what you don't have. And the only way, look, here's what it is. Only way you can hate on somebody is if you got hate. You got to have hate in your heart in order to hate on other people. Right? But guess what? The moment you remove hate, because hate is a form of fear, and once you remove fear and all you have is love, right? All you have is love. The only thing that you can give is what you got. Right? I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself. And so, in fact, life is a mirror. Right? Charles, what up? My guy C is in the building. Right? Because life is a mirror. And so whatever I'm watching you experience is a boomerang to what I'm calling back on myself. Right? And so every time you ask somebody to do something and you're not willing to do it, you're still calling that thing back to yourself. Right? And so self-love, right? Self-love is the beginning of everything. Right? Self-love is the beginning. You got to love yourself first. You got to love yourself first. Louise Hay, talk to us.
Elevate your mind.
Louise Hay,
you
talk to us.
Your life. Let's talk about relationships, romance. Personal relationships always seem to be the first priority for many of us. Perhaps you are always searching for love. Hunting for love doesn't always bring the right partner because the reasons for wanting love are unclear. We think, oh, if I only had someone who loved me, my life would be so much better. But that's not the way it works. There is a big difference between the need for love and being needy for love. When you are needy for love, it simply means that you are missing love and approval from the most important person you know, yourself. You may become involved in relationships that are codependent and ineffectual for both partners. You can never create love in your life by talking or thinking about being lonely. Feeling lonely and needy just pushes people away. You cannot heal a relationship in your life by talking or thinking about how awful it is now. This only puts the attention on the problem, not the solution. You want to turn your thoughts away from the problem and create new thoughts that will produce a solution. Arguing for your limitations is just resistance, and resistance is only a delay tactic.
Look, arguing for your limitations is resistance, and resistance is a delay tactic. Don't miss that bar.
It's another way of saying I'm not good enough to have what I'm asking for. The first relationship to improve is the one you have with yourself.
The one you have with yourself.
When you're happy with yourself, then all your other relationships improve too.
Wait, when you're happy, look, I don't think y'all understand. When you're happy with yourself, right? When you're happy with yourself, all other relationships improve. Everybody are always talking about their significant other, their kids, their business partners. Like, the reason why you're experiencing bad relationships is because you're not happy with yourself. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. And look, here's the deal. I just want y'all to know that I do not, right? Mika, what up? Miss Virgo's in the building. I do not talk in theory, right? I do not talk in theory. Anything I talk about is because I experienced it. That's all. And so all I'm sharing is my experience, and I find other people that have that agree with my experience, and I give you that point of view, right? And I want to tell you that anytime, right? Anytime that I've ever, right? Anytime, Lady Luck, the legend, the living legend, is in the building. Salute. Anytime that I have felt a way about somebody, right? Had negative energy come into my life, is because I was feeling less than. There was issues where I was not being loving to myself, right? And so because I wasn't being loving to myself, I was attracting people who didn't mean me well, right? It was me. I was attracting people that didn't mean me well. And so anytime that I wasn't being loved, I promise you, right? Anytime that I had anybody around me that was, hating or deceitful, whatever, it was because of me, right? Phil, what up? And every time life was great, I felt great, right? Every time life was great, I felt great. And so every time I had a genuine love for myself, I took care of myself. I started to, my habits, like every time, it does not fail. It did not fail. And so I never look anytime, right? Like if I see somebody and I'm like, damn, this person don't mean me no, they're trying to hurt me, right? This person's trying to get over on me. They're trying to be conniving. They're sneaky, whatever. Every time that happens, I look at myself. I'll be like, damn, bro. Like, what part of you do you not love? Right? What part of you do you not love? Because once you love yourself, every single relationship is going to get better. I promise you that, though. I'll bet money on it that when you love yourself, and I'm talking about a real love yourself. I'm not talking about like this fake conscious, like, oh yeah, I love myself. Because consciously you can't believe like, oh, I don't love myself. So consciously you're like, oh yeah, I love myself. But you're not eating right. You love yourself, but you're not eating right. And when I talk to you, I'm talking to me. Right? You love yourself, but you're not exercising. Right? You love yourself, but you okay being around toxic people. You're not setting boundaries for toxic people. But you love yourself though. You love yourself. You love yourself, but you're making excuses for your friends and family who suck your energy. They know they don't mean you no good. They sucking your energy, but you love yourself. But you love yourself, but you are okay being around the people who are trying to take advantage of you, but you love yourself. So I'm talking about a real love yourself. I'm talking about you love yourself so much that you can't even fathom doing negative things to yourself. You can't even fathom, right? You can't even fathom being around somebody. Like, yo, it's to the point, if I promise you, I walk into a room and I don't even need no proof. And yo, I love myself so much, I don't even need proof that you up to no good. If I feel the energy, if my energy tell me I'm out, I don't need no proof. Yo, my energy be like, yo, fam, nah, he ain't right, she ain't right, run. Yo, hey, yo, look, when I tell you, I've had so many opportunities that could have made me a lot of money, but it wasn't divine. I had a lot of opportunities that could have made me a lot of money, and they weren't divine. They were literally like, I was literally like, yo, you know what? I'm good. Right? I'm good. Like even though this opportunity on paper seems good, but this person energy off though. Right? Iris Palmer Johnson, we must be in energetic alignment. I only want what's for me. I don't want, yo, I promise you, if somebody walked into my house right now with $1 billion and they energy was off, I am not sacrificing. I'm like, I'm good. Right? $1 million, 20 million, 100 million, whatever. It don't even have to be something, as outrageous as $1 billion. Right? It could literally be $1 million. Somebody be like, yo, I got $1 million check for you, but the energy seems wrong. I'm good. Right? And that's the level of love I want us to have for ourselves. That we're always, right? We're always choosing what is in our best interest. Because when you choose and choosing what's in your best interest is not selfish. Right? Choosing what's in your best interest is not selfish. In fact, not choosing what's in your best interest is selfish. Right? Because if you are choosing something that's not in your best interest, you are feeding your ego to make whoever you are choosing that with feel better. So you don't want to disappoint them, right? You don't want to disappoint them. So you're going to take less than in order to not disappoint whoever that is, to make them feel good and you feel that's selfish of you. You feeding your ego. That's ego talk right there. Because every time I do what's in my best interest, I feel better. And when I feel better, I attract other people around me that's going to feel better.
A happy person is very attractive to others. If you are looking...
Liquid means rewind.
I was doing a lot of talking, so let me go
you
back.
Requested it, so we rewind. Liquid means rewind. Gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind. Liquid means rewind. Gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind. Liquid means rewind. Gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
You are now tuned in to Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. You elevate your life.
Let's talk about relationships, romance. Personal relationships always seem to be the first priority for many of us. Perhaps you are always searching for love. Hunting for love doesn't always bring the right partner because the reasons for wanting love are unclear. We think, oh, if I only had someone who loved me, my life would be so much better. But that's not the way it works. There is a big difference between the need for love and being needy for love. When you are needy for love, it simply means that you are missing love and approval from the most important person you know, yourself. You may become involved in relationships that are codependent and ineffectual for both partners. You can never create love in your life by talking or thinking about being lonely. Feeling lonely and needy just pushes people away. You cannot heal a relationship in your life by talking or thinking about how awful it is now. This only puts the attention on the problem, not the solution. You want to turn your thoughts away from the problem and create new thoughts that will produce a solution. Arguing for your limitations is just resistance, and resistance is only a delay tactic. It's another way of saying, I'm not good enough to have what I'm asking for. The first relationship to improve is the one you have with yourself.
The one you have with yourself.
When you are happy with yourself.
When you're happy with yourself.
All your other relationships improve too.
All of them improve.
A happy person is very attractive to others. If you are looking for more love, then you need to love yourself more.
You need to love yourself more.
This means no criticism, no complaining, no blaming, no whining, and no choosing to feel lonely.
No choosing to feel lonely.
Means being very content with yourself in the present moment and choosing to think thoughts that make you feel good now.
Yep.
There is no one way to
Right? Hold on real quick. I don't want to miss that. Only choose thoughts that will make you feel good right now. Live in the moment. Don't think about the past. Don't think about tomorrow. Only choose feelings that will make you feel good right now.
Experience love, for we all experience love in different ways.
Yep.
For some of us to really experience love, we need to feel love, being hugged and touched. For others to really feel loved, we need to hear the words, I love you. For others, we need to see a demonstration of love, like a gift of flowers. Our preferred way of experiencing love is often the way we feel most comfortable demonstrating love. I suggest that you work on loving yourself non-stop. Demonstrate to yourself the growing love that you have for yourself. Treat yourself to romance and love. Show yourself how special you are. Pamper yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Surround yourself with colors, textures, and scents that please you. Life always mirrors back to us the feelings we have inside. As you grow in an inner sense of love and romance, the right person to share your growing sense of intimacy will be attracted to you like a magnet. If you want to go from loneliness thinking to fulfillment thinking, then you need to think in terms of creating a loving mental atmosphere within you and around you. Do let all those negative thoughts about love and romance just fade away and fill your mind with thoughts of love.
Only thoughts of love.
Love and approval and acceptance with everyone you meet. When you are able to contribute to the fulfillment of your own needs, then you will not be so needy, so codependent. It has to do with how much you love yourself. When you truly love who you are, you stay centered, calm, and secure, and your relationships at home as well as at work are wonderful. You will find yourself reacting to various situations and people differently. Matters that once may have been desperately important won't be quite as important anymore. New people will enter your life, and perhaps some old one will disappear, which can be scary at first, and also wonderful, refreshing, and exciting. Once you have all this clear in your mind, and you know what you want in a relationship, you must go out and be with people. No one is going to suddenly appear at your doorstep. A good way to meet people is in a support group or a night class. It enables you to connect with people who are like-minded or who are involved in the same interests. It's amazing how quickly you can meet new friends. Be open and receptive, and the universe will respond to you for your highest good. Think happy thoughts, and you will be a happy person, and everyone will want to be with you. and all your current relationships will improve. The first relationship to improve is the one you have with yourself.
The one you have with yourself.
When you are happy with yourself, then all your other relationships improve too. A happy person is very attractive to others. If you are looking for more love, then you need to love yourself more.
Love yourself more.
No criticism.
No criticism.
No
complaining.
No whining, and no choosing to feel lonely. It means being very content with yourself in the present moment and choosing to think thoughts that make you feel good now.
Choose thoughts that make you feel good now. So no complaining, right? No complaining. No talking down to yourself, none of that, right? Always feel good, feel love. It's funny because somebody just asked about my detox, right? How my detox was going. Salute the Relentless Wealth. And 100% honest, I was supposed to be detoxing until I was supposed to be detoxing until the 30th, right? For the 31st. But I was on the road, and so I didn't bring my tea with me. I didn't eat crazy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't eat crazy, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? I didn't do my detox tea. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another 4 days, because it was 4 days, right? Because I did it on Saturday, but Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't. And so I'm gonna add the 4 days on the backside. I'm gonna add the 4 days on the backside, but there was a level of self-discipline, right? There was a level of self-discipline. I wasn't, eating, because I wasn't detoxing. I didn't go, I wasn't eating all crazy. In fact, I think like 2 days I forgot to eat a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot. I was just tired. I drank a lot of water, and I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like really eat, right? Because the goal for me is about lifestyle, right? So it's self-discipline, right? And actually, self-discipline is actually a form of love. Let's say that again. Self-discipline is actually a form of love, right? If you know that you're supposed to be doing something, because by doing something that gets you to a level, a result that's going to make you feel better, but you go against doing that thing, right? Because you're not disciplined, then now the result you get for not being disciplined is a result that you don't want. Now it doesn't make you happy. And so now it doesn't, give you love, right? Self-discipline is a form of self-love.
You are now tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com.
Tapped in and tuned in. Elevation on another level. MindRightRadio.com.
Will Smith, talk to him.
Is the definition of self-love.
90% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. The center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. Something as simple as food and eating is not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest. Every day we are choosing that's not in our own best interest. So if the world is attacking you and the world wants to fight you and the world's trying to hold you down, so you're gonna kick yourself in the balls, then you're gonna stop yourself from getting what you dream.
And I think the word discipline has kind of gotten a bad name. We think about it in terms of punishment. I'm not talking about discipline in that way. I'm talking about discipline in the sense that you forego immediate pleasure for the exchange of long-term self-respect. I believe that self-discipline is
the definition of self-love. That when you say that you love yourself, that means that you have behavior towards yourself that is loving. Self-discipline is the center of all material success.
Yep, self-discipline is the center of everything.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Ooh.
Self-love is you say to yourself, hey man, look, I know you want to eat that pizza and it'll be really good, you know, but I can't let you eat that, man, because if you eat that pizza, you're going to feel like shit. You know, and I love you too much to let you eat that. Self-love is, hey, look, I know you got a test on Monday, you know, and I know you really want to go out with your friends. It's Saturday night, you want to go out, but if you fail that test, you're not going to feel good about yourself. You know, I love you too much to let you go out tonight. Self-discipline is self-love. If you want to be happy, you have to love yourself, which means you have to discipline your behavior. The road to sustained happiness is through disciplining your behavior. We tend to base our self-esteem on what other people think. And that's not really self-esteem. Self-esteem is supposed to be how we feel about ourselves. And I was just saying how dangerous it is to allow other people to determine how you're going to feel about you. And it's kind of like looking into a broken mirror. You know, look in a broken mirror and then change your face to try to look good in this defiled, busted, broken mirror. And it just, other people's opinions is a really way to determine how we feel about ourselves. It don't matter whose fault it is that something is
doesn't matter whose fault it is.
Your responsibility to fix it. For example, it's not somebody's fault if their father was an abusive.
It's your responsibility.
But it's for damn sure their responsibility to figure out how they're going to deal with those traumas and try to make a life out of it. It's not your fault if your partner cheated and ruined your marriage, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to figure out how to take that pain and how to overcome that and build a happy life for yourself. Fault and responsibility do not go together. It sucks, but they don't. When something is somebody's fault, we want them to suffer. We want them punished. We want them to pay. We want it to be their responsibility to fix it, but that's not how it works, especially when it's your heart. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone. As long as we're pointing the finger and stuck in whose fault something is, we're jammed and trapped into victim mode. When you're in victim mode, you are stuck in suffering. The road to power is in taking responsibility. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone. You can make a person smile, you can make a person feel good, you can make a person laugh, but whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. The prerequisite for spending time with any person is that they nourish and inspire you. They feed your flame. Look at your last 5 text messages. Are those people feeding your flames or dousing your fire? Put your phone down for just a second and look around. Look to the people around you. Are those people throwing logs on your fire or are they pissing on it? Self-discipline is the definition of self-love.
Self-discipline is the definition of self-love. All right, y'all, I gotta wrap up.
And it also redefines who I want to be. In that I know for a fact that I'm stronger than I thought I was. You know, you can't help but ask yourself the question, what would I do if I was in Muhammad Ali's shoes?
All right, y'all. I gotta wrap up because I have a 10 o'clock that I didn't forget about, but I looked at this time. So I gotta wrap up. Y'all, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. The Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. To 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Look, make sure y'all share, put y'all notifications on, subscribe, comment, like. We need to see those numbers up. We got some awesome things lined up for you. So make sure you tap in. Go to the ashcastshow.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcasttv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got to get those numbers up. I am Ash Cash. Make sure y'all go to pathtoprosperityshow.com. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m., we drop a new episode of the Path to Prosperity podcast. Make sure y'all tap in tonight. We got a powerful episode of Inside the Vault featuring Ashley Kirkwood. She's going to teach you how to speak your way to cash. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, join the challenge. We got a 5-day challenge, Path to Prosperity challenge happening next week. So make sure you hit the link in my bio. I think that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. See y'all later. Peace.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about wealth.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your #1 source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.